Yo, what is up, everyone? This is the Exalted One, and I am your host for the Yahoo Fight Room podcast, where we interview people from back in the days of the early internet, and we generally just talk about anything and everything under the sun related to Yahoo and how things were back in the day. This is a long format podcast where there's generally no time limits, so as a little disclaimer, things can get explicit and offensive. So if this is not your cup of tea, now is your time to bow out and find something more constructive to do. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy your experience.
2 tears in a bucket, time to say fuck it. Got your whole group bugging, not a damn motherfucker can't touch me. Shake a motherfucker off like he's dusty. 2 tears in a bucket, time to say fuck it. Got your whole group bugging, not a damn motherfucker can't touch me. Brush a motherfucker off like he's dusty.
I talked to a lot of fight room peeps today.
Did you? I seen Hyper was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, I told her to. I told probably about 20 people to.
Jesus.
I couldn't remember all the people I have on my Facebook. A lot of them, well, some of them are from the fight rooms, and because I'm friends with them, I couldn't remember a lot of even their screen names.
Yeah, right.
So I told you that Grimy died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was somebody I talked to. Not a lot, but
I used to talk to him back in the day a little bit, but nothing crazy. I remember being friends with him on Facebook for a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't become like friends that talk to each other until Facebook, really.
Yeah.
We just kind of knew each other, I guess, in the fight rooms, but yeah. Do you remember WTC Pimp? His name is Tommy.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember him as WTC, but I do remember Pimp. I was friends with him too.
So me and him.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, him and I, he tried to step on some shit because there was that Yahoo Fight Room page group thing or whatever the hell.
Mhm.
And I forget what it was over, but we started going back and forth. This dude was like, "I ain't trying to cause no trouble." I'm like, "That's exactly how you've always played it, motherfucker. You trying to start shit, but you don't want to finish nothing." So no, but he's cool. He just always instigating shit.
So. And then, so I made this post today, and I was like, where's who remembers the Yahoo Fight Rooms? Where's all my fight room people at? And I still have, do you remember the Maker?
Oh, yeah, Maker, TM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been friends on Facebook for forever. Do you know who she married?
No.
She married Spastic Murray. Do you remember him?
What? I did not know that shit.
Yes, they have a kid and everything.
Holy shit.
Yes, they've been married for a
Murray.
long time. Yes, he's Australian. He moved to Canada.
Yeah, I was going to say the dude, I thought he was from the UK, but yeah, Australian. Wow.
Yep. Do you remember Kaza? Kazza?
Yeah, she just goes by Kaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and her, we're still friends on Facebook. We talk every once in a while.
I used to be friends with her on Facebook too.
Do you remember Emo, Heather?
Yeah, I used to be friends with her too. You guys were tight back in the day.
I mean, we still kind of are.
Yeah.
I probably, do you remember Evil Bitch?
Oh yeah, I was friends with her on Facebook too. She was in that fight group shit.
Yeah, I don't remember if I was in that fight group. I remember being invited to it. I think Joanna invited me to it.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of whatever. Bro,
dude, most people choose to leave that shit in the past, man, especially on Facebook because it's so personal. They got their kids, relatives and shit, friends and all that stuff.
Yeah, when I made that post today, so people started tagging other people in that post.
Oh shit.
And somebody messaged me. I don't want to even say his real name.
Yeah.
But so somebody messaged me. It was a guy, and I was like, who the fuck are you? And they were like, it's Peckerwood. Remember me?
Oh, yeah, that dude. Dude, him and I had a little feud going on Facebook. We made it fucking spicy in that fight group page.
I feel like me and him, in the fight room days, me and him, we were close, like friends. And then I don't remember what happened, but something always happens, and then we fought a lot. But I was like, oh my God, like I forgot about you. My bad, but yeah.
Dude, that guy's been around. He still instigates shit too. Like him and I, all right. So him and I got into it on the fight group page. I don't even remember over what. This dude didn't even know who the hell he was talking to, I think, or some shit went down. I don't know. He's old, a little senile, maybe, whatever. But this dude starts to, and then he escalated it by doing videos and posting videos in the fucking thing, and it was hilarious, dude. I fucking was
videos
like,
of what?
Of himself, like cussing me out.
Oh, stop.
And like all this shit, I swear to God, dude, if I still had a Facebook, I'll fucking hop on there and show you. But like, man, awesome. It was fucking hilarious. And I'm like, I ain't showing my face on this shit. I'm not, I made a separate Facebook account for all that crap because I didn't want that intermixed with my real life shit. I know better. Fuck all that. But dude.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm like, this is literally what the fight rooms would evolve to, is like people videoing themselves and like fucking cussing people out on cams and shit.
But I'm kind of like, the fight rooms, they were fun as long as you kept it fun. They were fun, but
well, you had some
like
your shit was on another level.
We are gonna clear some ish up that Mr. Unholy got fucked up.
I've got some shit to address. We can't remember everything. We're just, reminiscing, and that shit's forever and a half ago.
I was listening to it, and I was like, no, bro. No, bro. Still got it wrong. Nah. Still wrong.
I mean, dude, we were all spectators in that shit, and all I remember is, like, one crazy-ass night, and, like, just shit was going down. Y'all both were fucking keyed up, and, like, it was like across the room in the same. It was fucking wild. Cops were called and all that shit. Like, it was fucking nuts.
Do you want me to tell you the story? You want me to clear this shit up?
Yeah. Let's fucking get into it then.
All right, let's get into it. All right. So, I don't want to. Even though I don't hate anybody in this world except for that bitch. And you'll understand why when you'll remember this when I say it. So. I'm not going to divulge a whole lot of like personal, like about kids or anything like that, nor am I going to put any super private stuff about myself on blast.
Yeah, right.
But I was living in Florida. And some really bad shit happened. And Karma was my friend, or so I thought. Dun, dun, dun. And she said, come to Missouri.
Wait, so you guys were friends on Yahoo before, so that's how you guys like met each other, right? Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I literally, this is how bad it was. I had to pack a bag, hide it, and then leave in the middle of the night. That's the type of situation I was in.
I vaguely kind of remember some shit like this, but go ahead.
Okay. So I did, and I hopped on a plane, and I went to fucking Missouri. Now, at the time, I'm 20 years old. 20. Right. This bitch is like 30. And Jack, I can't remember his fucking screen name. The guy that lived with her.
Yeah, I don't remember who that was.
Okay, so... So anyways...
He didn't go by like Jack the Ripper or something.
No, you and Unholy mentioned him, though, when y'all did your... podcast. I don't know. It'll come to me at like 3 o'clock in the morning or some shit.
Right.
So anyways, so I go there, and what I walked into was this. We're talking about now. I'm OCD, fucking retarded, fucking clean. My husband fucking hates it. Like, I'm very particular. But I literally went into dirty diapers and dog shit on the floor. Okay? It was bad. It's bad when a hypothetical situation when a hypothetical 2-year-old is allowed to drink nothing but Dr. Pepper and then gets hospitalized because he's so fucking dehydrated. This is what I walk into. We're going to say hypothetical because I don't want to, but whatever. Anyways,
God damn.
So Jack lived with her. I don't even remember. Is his name Jack? I don't know. Whatever. He lived with her. And it was almost like a love triangle that I didn't want no parts of because
you wanted both y'all.
She wanted to be with him because he was paying all her bills.
Oh.
She didn't work. She didn't do shit. She collected welfare and sat on her fat ass. So, but whatever, not my business. So she wanted to be with him, but he really liked me. And I didn't want no parts of any of it. I didn't like him. He was like 20 years older than me. Like, bro, you're like 40 and you're looking at me and I'm 20. That's almost some pedophile shit. But whatever, I'll keep it moving.
Right. So
it was cool at first. Like, she was very nice and hospitable and everything at first. And somebody in her family like owned that house. And because she refused to pay any of the bills and refused to pay the mortgage on that house, they foreclosed on that first house. So she had to move. And that was when I first got there, like the first week. So we moved into this other house and I got a job at this little diner and I was waiting tables and shit. And she was very angry. Like, she screamed at everybody. She screamed at him. She screamed at her kids. She screamed at her mother. And she tried that shit with me, and no.
Shit went down.
Like, no.
Right.
So at first I tried to be like, well, you know what, Jess? Like, she welcomed you in her home. Like, keep it chill, whatever.
Right.
But when you start getting screamed at, like, you're one of her kids, I have a problem with that. So I'm going to let you know, no, bitch, like, it is what it is. So it got to the point where she was like, fuck you. I went to work. I got a phone call from a police officer that said all my stuff was outside in the rain. Now, legally, she couldn't evict me. Mind you, I'm working for tips, and she's taking all my money, bro. Okay?
Jesus.
So I had nothing. So all my shit is out in the rain, and the cop is asking me what I would like to do because legally you can't do that. You have somebody who gets mail at your address. You have to have 30 days. And I said, after work, I'm coming to get my shit. Fuck that. So the first week that I lived there, I got a job at some telemarketing shit. And I remembered this lady. Her name is Julie. And I'm only going to put her name out there because she is the bomb. I only worked with her for a week. She was like a single lady with like 5 kids. And I didn't know who else to call. And I called her and she let me come stay at her home. It took me about 2 weeks to save up the money to fly back to Baltimore, where I'm from. So that's what happened there. All right. So there's like, wait,
there's more than one occasion.
There's more.
All right.
There's more.
All right.
So that started kind of the beef because I felt like you were a pussy. You couldn't tell me to my face. You had to throw all my shit out in the rain when I wasn't even the fuck there because you knew I'd beat you the fuck up.
Right.
Okay, cool. So there was beef on Yahoo, obviously, after that. And her and I would talk shit and go after each other, whatever. So do you remember when my son died?
Yeah.
Okay. So when my son died, the day after I buried my son, homicide detectives came to my mom's, and they took me in and interrogated me for 3 hours because Karma, Bridget, aka Conyer, and a couple other people decided to call the police in the county I was living in and told them I murdered my son.
Jesus, I didn't know there was more than one person involved in all that shit.
Yes.
Holy
so
fuck.
that is what started like the extra shit. I just couldn't believe like I couldn't have like a normal grieving process. Like, you know, I don't want to get too much into it, but when your child passes away for any reason, you always feel like it's your fault anyway, because you're their mom. You're supposed to be there to protect them from everything.
Right.
And I couldn't. And now I have homicide detectives telling me it's my fault because people on the internet that couldn't take an ass whooping in a fight room.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they resort to that. And I thought that, so I hate that bitch. To the day I die, I will hate her.
Jesus
so
fucking Christ.
That's that shit. And so it wasn't just I am a little bit crazy, but not like in real life. It's not all like that. I'm the nicest person in the fucking world. I really am. Like, I'm gonna give myself mad props.
Yeah. Well, usually that's how it goes, dude. I'm not the same as I was in the fight rooms in real life, man. Like, I don't fucking just go off on people with the fucking flip of a hat or something, but, you know.
Do you know how me and Hyper became friends?
No. No.
Because, and she's going to listen to this, and she's probably going to give me shit. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, the amount of people that are going to give me shit regardless, let's just put it out there.
Word. There was a time in the fight room that I made her literally cry. And she messaged me and told me that I made her cry. Now, I could have taken that and used that against her and made fun of her forever.
Oh, absolutely.
But I didn't, and I felt bad, and I apologized and I explained, bitch, this is a fight room. Like, shut the fuck up.
Right. I mean, you got to have them conversations with some people like that, man. You got to, like, fucking show them the ropes and be like, listen, this isn't all serious.
Well, all right, I'm gonna tell a very embarrassing story about myself. So, the first time I ever went into a fight room, do you remember Mav 001AU?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That motherfucker's old school. Yeah.
And Velvety Vixen?
I remember somebody named Vixen, but I don't remember the Velvety part. Was she also in 187, like Vixen?
No. That's a different one. Okay. All right. So the first time I go into a fight room, I'm like, oh, I like to fight. What's all this about? Right? So I roll up in there with my little Shr00mi tag on, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this, right? Mav 001AU and got up there and called me every name in the book, and I was like, whoa. And I cried. My dude, I cried. I was like, why are you being so mean to me?
Jesus.
And he messaged me the same way I messaged Joanna and was like, bitch, shut up. Like, this is what we do in here. Like,
right.
Grow some balls. Like, and then I think from that conversation on, I was like, oh, yeah, fuck this. So, yeah, I cried.
That's fucking crazy.
And I don't give a fuck because I'm 40 years old now, and I don't give a fuck anymore about my little reputation or my Yahoo ego.
Yahoo reputation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy, dude. How did you end up getting, like, into the fight? Like, were you just searching for rooms and shit like that? Or no?
Yeah, I don't remember why I had Yahoo. It was like for somebody like I knew in real life, maybe, or to talk to my mom, maybe something like that. And I noticed it had chat, and I saw, the fight rooms in the search or whatever.
Right.
And I went in there, and I didn't know it was like you fight on the mic and call each other names. I thought maybe they're talking about boxing. I don't fucking know.
Touche.
So
all right.
Right. And I went in there, and I don't even think I said anything. As soon as it said Shr00mi entered the room or whatever, it was like flies on horse shit. Like everybody was talking shit to me. And I was like, well, what did I do?
Jesus.
But yeah. And then I was determined. I was like, I'm going to be a beast. And one day I'm going to whoop that motherfucker's ass.
Fucking Mav, man.
Oh my God.
That's some crazy shit.
Yep. How did you find the fight room?
I don't remember, but I know it was similar to your story. I don't remember why I had Yahoo, but I remember it stemmed from somebody told me about it, I think in an AOL chat room, and brought me over. Yeah, it was a chick. It was a lesbian chick. So I was in a biker bar or some shit. It was a chat room in AOL,
I'm just trying to
dude.
picture this. You're 14 in a biker bar.
I was younger than that. I was like 12 at this point in time. 11 or something, and this fucking lady,
my daughter's ass,
dude. She was a lesbian. Her name was Shrew, not Shroumi, but like
Stop.
Yeah,
it was meant to be.
And so this chick was like, "Hey, you got to come in here," because I'd be cussing people out on fucking AOL, dude, in the text chat and shit. And she would be fucking laughing. I'm assuming this lady was like probably a man or a big burly lesbian or some shit like that. Because yeah. And she brought me into the fight rooms and all this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is all this crap? And I didn't get involved in it till like shortly after. I was hanging out in a couple other chat rooms, and some other dude kind of got me hooked on it. So, like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
though.
I don't remember, like, I remember the first time I came in there, obviously, but I don't remember, because I was in there for a long time. I was trying to remember today. I think it was like 14 years.
Yeah.
Like, I spent in there, and so I don't remember like who. I know my first friend was obviously Mav and Velvety Vixen, but other than that, like I don't know how I became friends with the people that I became friends with.
Yeah, because dude, I was gonna fucking name drop some people on you and just be like, let's see if this triggers some fucking memories or some shit.
Name drop.
All right. So let's talk about Y2 Jubei. Jubei. You remember that dude? Y2?
Yeah, Y2, yeah.
So how did you end up meeting that guy? Because you guys,
I don't remember.
You guys were like pretty good friends.
We were, and he was on my Facebook for a long time. I don't know what happened.
I think he deleted his Facebook, to be honest, because we were friends at one point in time too, like a long ass time ago.
Yeah. That was probably the last time I talked to you on the phone was when, because we were all friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
The three of us, but Y2, so I normally became friends with people I didn't want to fight because I knew they would embarrass me.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's why we're friends.
Basically, look, you, and I know you and Holy had this talk, you and Freak. And Freak were like very quick, like, and you didn't have to always use personal information. It was just general, hilarious shit like I could never think of, and it just came out like verbal fucking hilarious diarrhea. You know what I mean? It just boom, 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 and like a machine gun.
Right.
Okay? And I'm over here with like a BB gun, so I didn't want to fight y'all. So I'm going to be friends with those motherfuckers. Heck yes. So the same kind of went for Y2. I thought, and it's not just people I don't want to fight, people that I respected because they were really good and really funny. I didn't really respect people that just got up there and only used personal information. That was their only source, because that's not funny. I went in there to laugh.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that was the whole like old school like mantra or like motto or whatever. That's what it was all about. You didn't use personal shit. You just it was all about like who could be the most creative and shit. So,
right,
like,
exactly.
I don't know, because it did kind of take a turn for the worse there towards the end, but like Y2 was the one person, like I had a similar story to you and like Mav and all that shit, but I was on the mic fighting somebody else and I forget who the fuck it was. It may have been like Wise Man, which is another trigger name, some shit. Anyway, but Y2 messaged me on the side and he's like, dude, he's like, why are you blowing up? And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Why am I blowing up? He's like, don't get fucking mad. That's how you lose. You lose if you fucking blow up and get mad. And I'm like, dude, when he started kind of like, not to, train in quotes unquotes, but like kind of teaching me the ways of the rooms and shit like that, like all that shit, not using personal information, being creative, trying not to lose your cool, but like still having emphasis in your voice and enunciating shit and all that crap. That's all him. That's all that dude.
Yep. And I don't remember when we became friends or really how our first conversation, but I do remember he was so funny and so good, and just like you and Freak, he was quick with it. Like he was so witty. Yeah. And I respected that, and I thought it was funny, and I also thought like, well, he's gonna whoop my ass, so I better be his BFF, man.
No shit. Do you remember Wise Man at all? Do you remember that dude? He's an old guy.
I do. He had like a
like
deep voice.
Yeah. He was always fucking like calm and chill and shit. He was like really good friends with Cassandra, the royal bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
remember... I do. I don't.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say I don't really remember him all like that. I do remember who he is though.
You remember Unrated?
Yes, I do.
Do you don't have contact with him, do you?
No. I don't think so. Like I said, I have so many people on my Facebook, and like I was making this post and I was tagging some people too, and I was like, oh shit, they're from from the fight rooms. Oh shit, them too.
Right.
Like it didn't even dawn on me.
Right.
But I do remember Unrated, and I remember he was like obsessed with Brianna, that chick from New Zealand.
Yes, baby J girl or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Me and her were friends for a long time, and then when that shit happened with Karma, it was like everybody had to choose a side.
Dude,
and
you ain't lying. That shit split. It fucking caused a fucking chasm in Yahoo, dude. Like people took sides over that shit. I remember being fucking like fairly young, and I'm like, I'm actually friends with both these motherfuckers, and like you and I knew each other. I mean, you used to talk to the chick I was dating at the time. You remember Kelly?
Yeah, I do.
You and her used to be talking all the fucking time and shit. And like, I'm like, well, I gotta side with Shr00mi because obviously my girlfriend's friends with Shr00mi. Like, what the fuck? Like, not that it came down to that, but I also knew you better. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really know Karma. It was just like tight on the internet or whatever. But I felt like you and I had a lot of fucking history regardless. So. Yeah.
There's certain people from like Yahoo to this day I consider my friend back then and friend now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now with like Facebook and stuff, it's not like I said, I couldn't remember who was in the fight rooms. It's not like I don't look at them like that anymore. I look at them like real life people, like real life friends.
Right.
And it was fucked up, like in the fight rooms, like if you considered, like if you didn't take relationships seriously enough, you got made fun of, but if you took them too seriously, you still got made fun of.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep. There's always a fine line with that shit. There's also a fine line with the fact that depending on how much you got involved with somebody or some group or whatever, that your personal information will be used against you in the future. So it's like real fine fucking line.
Now, there's some people that deserved it, though, a.k.a. Maximus Prophet. He deserved that personal information for being a fucking pedophile to get used against him in a court of law and in the Yahoo Fight Room.
Dude, that guy, that's his legal fucking name, so what can I even do about that? You know what I mean? Like,
is it really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No. Did he get it changed?
Yes.
To fit his... Shut the fuck up.
He got his name changed to his Yahoo screen name, dude. His name is Max Prophet.
Bruh, that's when you deserve to get made. That's when you're a pedophile, you change your name to Maximus Prophet 187. Okay? And you never show your real picture, but you show a dick picture to every female in Yahoo.
Oh,
that's when you deserve that shit.
I didn't even know that.
Bro, that's how we met.
You and Max met because he sent you a dick pic?
Bro, me and Max dated.
What? I didn't fucking know that. Oh shit.
Hold on. This was before 187. This was before 187.
Shit.
This was before anybody even knew who he was.
Yeah, right.
He actually sent that picture to Karma. This is when I lived with Karma.
Oh,
he sent that picture to her, and I messaged him telling him what a retarded fucking asshole he was for sending her that picture. But then we got talking. That's why he was always so fucking obsessed with me. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I remember he always had a thing for you and shit, like a soft spot.
But now it made sense because he was like 50 and I was 20. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And my hair was really, really short back in the day, so maybe I looked like a little boy to him. You never know.
I remember you. Dude, you used to have all them crazy colors and shit up in the hair. Yep, I remember that. Dude,
Yeah.
I can't believe that. There's not too many things that blow my fucking mind, but dude, it fits in the entire perspective of like you and Y2 were friends. Max got involved in the fight room. Like Y2 was basically Max's mentor as well from way fucking back. I'm pretty sure him and Max were all, you know, buddy and shit. And yeah, wow, dude, it fucking totally fits. It's like the fucking, I'm just arranging puzzle pieces and shit. Now I'm getting closer to the actual picture.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm, you know, I don't even like to admit that, but I don't even give a fuck, to be honest with you, because this was like 20 years ago.
And not only that, but it's the internet. You didn't fucking know half the shit. I mean, like, dude.
No, I didn't even know how old he really was.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's posing like he's like a 25-year-old dude, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, he sounds decent on the mic. Let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, the fuck?
He's got a cute voice. Yeah, man.
Did you know? And I am sorry to Beth to even bring this up, but one of the first people I dated was Spastic Murray.
And now Spastic is I didn't know that. And now Spastic is with Wow, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, that was years ago, and it was like online, so it's not really that big of a deal.
Dude, you know what's crazy is like we make that out to be such a fucking thing, but it's like totally a normal thing these days.
Word!
Yeah.
Like, we were the weirdos back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now you have people like making all these like diss videos on TikTok talking shit, and I'm like, bitch, I invented that.
Right?
The fuck?
Right, dude. I see them fucking people that are like 30-some, you know, whatever. They're like, oh, we invented fucking cyberbullying and shit. I'm like, damn, fucking right, we did.
Oh, we did, yeah.
We did, yeah.
But they didn't.
Oh, well, they didn't do it as hard as we did, but, like, best believe, dude, people from our generation that are on TikTok, like, they see that shit, man. Like,
I even feel like we invented message boards, dude. Do you remember when everybody went to Born Rotten's website and we were all cussing each other out there, too?
We had fuckit.net, Born had his shit. TM had Fuck It there for a while. Like, they bought the domain after it expired. So TM was running a war board. There was like Ruction Junction or some dumb shit. There was a bunch of them. And like, and even I was talking to Unholy about this shit, but like fuckit.net, like that shit was all coded from scratch. Like, we were MySpace before MySpace was a fucking thing.
Amen.
We had all this shit, dude. If we would have just played our cards right, we would have been a totally
We would be millionaires.
Right.
We would be millionaires.
Right.
We would own the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the fucked up thing, though, right? This is like almost kind of like dating somebody on the internet is normalized and talking shit is normalized or whatever. But if you explain to somebody, I was in the fight room for 12 years. My name is Shr00mi. They look at me like I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Like, what? You were doing what? Right. Oh, my God.
Right.
Yeah, it's so hard to even explain what a fight room is. Like, whatever.
I'm like, I spent like, you know, half my shit in the fight rooms. I'm relatively popular. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people fucking know me from back in the day, but they're like, what the fuck is a fight? What is even Yahoo? What the fuck is that?
What is a Shr00mi? Ew.
Yeah,
what is
exactly.
Shr00mi?
What the fuck is an Exalted one? What is that? Like, sounds ridiculous now, but like back then, dude, you knew when that name came in the fucking room, you knew what was going down.
Yes. I was like, I was the big girl on the internet, but not so big on the outer net.
Oh, same, dude. I was a quiet motherfucker. Had anger problem. Like, dude, the fight rooms just helped me. I mean, I had a place to vent and let some anger unleash, man. That's the...
Listen, I think that each and every single person, especially the ones like us that were there for years, that were in the fight room and participated in the fight room, we all had anger management fucking issues.
Oh, yeah.
And we all needed to be there. But I don't regret it, not for a moment, how much time I spent there. I probably spent too much time there, whatever. But I don't regret it for a moment. I wish it would fucking come back.
I know, dude. I mean, I wish it would too, but there for a while got to a point where it was just totally fucking ridiculous.
Not come back like we're all beefing about personal info and rah, rah, rah. Not like that.
Right.
Like, come back like, I wish there was a way we could all meet up in the middle of the fucking country. Like the literal United States.
Yeah.
And, like, have a big reunion. I don't think there would be any beef if we were all face to face. There'd be no way, because 99% of those motherfuckers are pussies.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Right. We ain't gonna do shit in real life, but we would get the right. Dude, there's always this like slim chance that I was always worried about, because it's just the right concoction of people and like just enough fucking insanity that some crazy shit could fucking happen. Like I could totally see some crazy shit going down.
If we would have done it 15 years ago, yes, but now that everybody. Some of these people, like you and Unholy Sat, are probably in their 60s or 70s, bro. What are they doing? They're going to throw Viagra at us. Like, come on.
Roll up with their oxygen tanks and their wheelchair and shit, dude. Like, people like
Word.
DFW got to be fucking legit 90 by now, man. That motherfucker,
I know.
Damn.
Oh, and you guys also mentioned maladjusted.
Oh, yeah.
So when my son, the one we were talking about, the one y'all were talking about, who's now 18.
Yeah.
18, bro.
Yeah. I remember when he was born, this year. Oh, I remember when he was born. I feel like I'm like that fucking distant cousin or some shit, dude. I'm like, I remember that motherfucker.
I gotta tell you something funny about my kid. So my son, everybody's like, limit the screen time, guys. That's not me. No, be a nerd. Be on your computer. I can't even say shit because that's what I did.
Right.
I feel dumb now because I'm like telling my son, can you help me with my cell phone? Like, whatever. But yeah, seriously.
But if it was back in the Yahoo days, you'd be like, oh, I know how to download this program so I can stop from being booted offline and like fucking all this shit. Dude.
And I'm going to hack your computer with sub 7 and bleh, right?
Right. Dude, totally different ball game now.
Now he's got his own little YouTube channel and shit. And he's all like internet himself, like famous or whatever. But I hear him on his like games, and when, you can talk to each other on the games, and he's fighting with them. And I laugh because I can hear him. And I can't say shit to him because that was me 20 years ago.
Right. It's like a little you coming out.
It is. I'm better. Always. But it is funny. He's like, bro, I'll fuck you up. And I'm like, oh, my God. I can't
Here we go. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's the same kind of shit. It's just different platform. Like, it's a different environment and shit. Like, they're cussing at each other because of the fucking video games and shit. We had no video games really, but like, we were still cussing at each other.
Yeah, we didn't have. Basically.
Yep.
We were more creative.
Yeah. Well,
I almost said my son's first and middle name because he's gonna listen to this.
I mean, he's got to know. At some point in time, he's going to know. He's going to know you were like some badass motherfucker in a fight room and like throwing down with the best of them and all this other shit. Not that it's probably really anything to be proud of, but I mean,
Listen, the only time, this is what I always say. I'm a very nice person, but the hood rat is always in my back pocket, okay? Right. She's always peeking out.
Right.
The only time she comes out is let somebody fuck with one of my kids. Yeah. It's on. It's on. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling everybody, meet me in the street. Let's go. Meet me in the street. Right. That's the only time I get crazy. But my son is 6'4". I don't know if you saw his YouTube channel, but he looks like a grown ass man.
I did. I watched a couple of the videos. I didn't know how tall he was, but
yeah, he's very quiet for the most part, unless he's fighting on the internet. But he's very quiet for the most part and stuff. And he's like, his bed's always made and his room's always clean. Like, he's a really good kid. He's on honor roll. Like, he's a good kid. But let somebody fuck with his mom.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
A whole different side comes out. He's a good kid. I'm really blessed.
I believe, dude, I believe it, but you know what? Like, as much as we talk about like fight rooms on, like, I don't know if I'd wish that on a fucking kid. I mean, I was like an exception to the kid shit, I guess, but like, man, I don't know. I guess it all depends. I don't know.
Well, I think in the fight rooms too, there was just so much, like, you were talking about Song Baby, right?
Oh my God,
at your age, you got introduced to a whole lot of adult pictures, topics, and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not coming up in a Fortnite game necessarily.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
true. That's true. That's true.
That's the difference too. And
Yeah.
listen, why Song Baby would want to show you her tits when you're 14 years old is beyond me, but more power to you,
Well, that
my
wasn't
brother.
even Thong
More power
Baby.
to
That
you.
was Sweet Baby Sarah, because I never seen Thong
Oh.
Baby's titties. But Sweet Baby
That's
Sarah.
even worse.
You remember her?
Isn't she? I do. And
Yeah.
I saw like, she's like a mutual friend or something.
Oh, shit.
Do you remember back in the day, like she used fake pictures and got caught doing it or some shit?
What? No,
But then
I didn't know she used fake pictures. Do you mean her
She
titties
used-
I seen were fake?
I don't know, but she used fake pictures. She got caught, but then she put a real picture out there, and everybody was confused because she wasn't really that ugly.
Oh.
Like, why are you using fake pictures, bitch?
Fuck, I don't
But
remember.
I believe I was friends with her on Facebook. If she's listening to this, I apologize, but I believe she's a junkie,
Oh, shit.
or she was addicted
Wait,
to drugs
are
heavily.
you thinking of Sweet Pea? Because I think Sweet Pea was a little, you know.
Oh, Sweet Pea.
That's
Sweet
who you're
Pea.
thinking of.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sweet Baby Sarah, whatever. Sweet Pea.
You thinking of Sweet? Yeah. Now, I know
Yes.
exactly. When you said, like, oh, she's a I'm like, oh, I know who you talk about.
That's who used the fake pictures for a while, and then we saw her real picture, and she really wasn't.
Yeah,
she wasn't
okay.
ugly.
I do remember that. Yeah, she wasn't. Like, why she would use a fake, who knows? Insecurities, something.
Didn't she get like half her face tattooed?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a minute, but I think so, yeah.
If she's listening right now, I just want to know why, bro.
I mean, people fall into some bad shit in real life. But I mean,
No, not the junkie shit. I get it. But why do you
fake?
tattoo half your face?
Oh, what? Come on now. She want to look like Post Malone. You know,
Bro, but you're not Post Malone. you're post Yahoo Fight Room. But you're not,
she's
you're not Post Malone.
Post Yahoo Fight Room pre Malone. There you go. She probably did it before he did.
And I get the ink. I got my nose pierced. I got ink everywhere. Like
Right.
I get it, whatever. But not my face, bro. I don't know. I just want to know why.
I don't know.
Maybe she's high.
Maybe
I hope
that
you're
was shit.
clean now. I hope you're
she
clean
is,
now.
Actually, I think some real fucked up shit happened to
good.
her. I think some real fuck. I think she's probably. I hope. I don't know. It's been a while, but I think she was like on the road to recovery type shit. But I do remember I messaged her one time and she didn't even know who the fuck I was. And I'm like, dude, we had a whole conversation. Like, blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure she's kind of fried. I don't know. Apologies if she's not, and I'm talking out my ass, but I'm pretty sure.
Well,
like lost some brain cells.
I hope she's clean, and if you ever need somebody to talk to, you can talk to Exalted One.
Ain't gonna talk to me.
I'm just kidding.
Fuck
You
that.
can you can talk to me.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking A, dude. Yeah. I
So
don't
what
know.
other names you got for me?
Synergy PSA. You remember that dude?
I do.
Later
He was
changed
another
to Meta 5.
fast
Yeah.
talker. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
another fast talker.
Oh yeah. Him and Ill Legend, man. Both of those two. You remember Ill Legend?
Yes.
Fuck yeah,
And
dude.
Legend was another one that was all up Baby J's ass.
Really? I didn't know that
Or
either.
no, I'm wrong. She was up his ass.
Oh.
That's what it was. I remember that. I do.
Ill and fucking
Yeah.
Meta 5, I gotta thank them for like introducing me to fucking rhyming and rapping and shit, because that's how all that crap got started. But like those
Mm-hmm.
two, dude, also fucking like fight room veterans and shit, man. God damn.
Heck yeah.
They were fucking crazy. They all remember that shit? We used to call each other gay all the time, like GEY.
You're gay.
You're gay.
Yeah.
You're gay like
Yep.
whoa.
Yeah. And then everybody started saying it.
Oh yeah, dude, we had it fucking caught on. Dude, people that I knew in real life started saying this shit because I kept saying it. It's fucking nuts though.
That's funny.
Uh
That's funny.
You remember Lou Balls, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so
He had that like New York accent, right?
yeah, Lou motherfucking Balls. Yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
well, Boston. It was he's from Massachusetts, but that dude, I don't know
Okay.
if I said it in the Unholy podcast thing or whatever. He is the #1 producer in the world right now.
What?
Yeah, he produces for fucking Post Malone and shit, dude. Post Malone, fucking Camila Cabello, like all them, whatever the fuck their names are, all them popular fucking people, dude. He's their producer.
all right, well, he got his ego and his success from like us and shit.
Dude, I mean,
So where's my check at?
Yeah, right. I mean, I hit him up. I was friends with him on Facebook and shit. I hit him up a couple times, especially when I was drunk. And I was like, dude, you gotta give me something. Like, let me do. And I realize now that was probably the wrong fucking shit to do. I should have just kept it cool with him, whatever. Like, just congrats. And, you know, but I followed that dude low key. I followed him producing for Mike Stud, who's another rapper and shit. And, like, I followed him and he made a connection with Post Malone and all this other shit, dude. He's been, like, just steady working. And that's crazy. And that's how it always is, man. I remember back in the day, I wanted to collab with that dude so fucking bad because he was doing his rap shit. And I brought him into the fucking freestyle rooms with me. Meta 5 was probably somewhere around there and shit, but I used to hop in there all the time. And, like, dude, I introduced him to some people in there and all that stuff. And then next thing you know, he was, like, on rapmusic.com. Like, dude, I followed this motherfucker, man. He just came up.
And does he still go by Lou Balls?
No. But it doesn't matter because he's literally the #1 producer in the world, so it's like public. Like,
well, I'm gonna email his like people and be like, yo, tell him Shr00mi said what's up. And they're gonna be like, what?
I mean, you can go at him. Well, maybe he doesn't accept people anymore. But I had him. I was like, dude, I'm like, it's Exalted. You remember me? And he's like, yeah, I remember you, dude. And that was it. I was like, dude, I'm like, I've been following you, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe you're so successful now, all this other shit. I'm like, and I linked him to some of my songs, you know, like I'm a fucking fanboy and shit or whatever. And I'm sure that's just the exact opposite of what this motherfucker even wanted to, like, you know, obviously me looking for a handout don't look so fucking good. But yeah, man. Like,
well, it shouldn't be. Listen, people that came in there, imagine if he never went to a fight room, right?
Yeah.
He never went to a fight room in his life. He might, when you went in there and you cussed somebody out and you were good at it, like that really boosted your ego and boosted your self-esteem in a really fucked up sense.
Oh, yeah.
So that ego and that drive that you have to do successful shit like that, he got from us, man. Like, where the fuck is my chat?
Yeah, right.
I hope he hears this shit.
He ain't gonna fucking hear this shit. But it don't even matter. But him and fucking Wilson's, you remember Wilson's? They used to fucking hang out all the time and shit, man.
She had like red curly hair, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Well, it's like
she was one of the original people too.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah, I do. Yep.
That's awesome. Wilson's was on another fucking level, dude. That's the other. When you're saying some shit about like be friends, that is one chick that I would never fucking want to cross ever.
Same. I was like that with Cassandra too, because when I first started the fight room, she was already there. Okay, so she's even like was there longer than I was.
Oh yeah.
And she was another one because like Mav was friends with her and shit, and you know I kind of latched on to Mav because he was like, "Bitch, don't cry," and that was another one. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be her friend, so sure.
Right.
She's not gonna cuss me the fuck out and embarrass me, no way."
Right.
But. And anybody who says, "Oh, that's not why I was friends with people to start," is a fucking liar, a motherfucking liar. I had so many people when I was in my prime, let's say, I had so many people like I had to turn my messages off. I had so many people trying to be my fucking friend because they didn't want me to call their name out. So anybody who says I can really suck my dick.
You remember, like, I don't know if you did the same shit, but I had 3 different accounts on 3 different messengers, like, because of the fact that, like, there was a cap on the amount of friends you could have.
Yes. I remember that.
So I had, like, 3 different accounts, and, like, each one of them had different fucking people added on them.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that. And I also remember, so... I can't remember his screen name. He had a bunch of different ones, but his name was Jacob. I was kind of telling you about this when we were texting.
Yeah.
His name was Jacob. Okay. So this is another little internet boyfriend bullshit. So he was one, he started following me around in the fight room, and he would only text. He never got on the mic. There was always, "Oh, my mic is broken. Oh, I don't have one," whatever the fuck, right?
I vaguely remember this dude. Like, I remember you being with some dude named Jacob. And I remember a Jacob from back in the day, but I can't picture a fucking screen name to save my life.
I can't either, and I bet Hyper would probably know. She saves a lot of that shit. But anyways,
yeah.
So whatever. I would go in and I would like fight with somebody on the mic, and he would font for me. He would talk shit. So
Like
anyways, yeah. But then I started thinking after a while, like, yo, maybe this bro, like, he's a girl. You know what I mean? Or am I a lesbian now? Like, oh shit, I didn't even know I was a lesbian.
we don't know, dude. That's what I'm saying. That one chick, I remember there was a chick that fucking Y2 dated. Her name was Topanga, and she had like porn star looking fucking chick. And dude, to this day, I wonder, because like Y2 had a thing for her and blah blah blah, and then her and I started like talking or whatever the fuck it was. And to this day, I still wonder if that chick was a dude or a chick or like what, because I'm thinking that shit was fake, and I don't know. Who the fuck knows, dude? There's a lot of shit like that.
Well, Jacob didn't have a picture or anything either. Okay? It was just, I was just like dating like words, basically. But he ended up my original Shr00mi tag, Shr00mi,
right.
the very first one I ever had. He stole that from me.
Oh, shit.
Changed the password, the account information, and would not give it back.
Yep. Dude, the same thing happened to my original, like the_extreme_exalted. Like DZ stole that motherfucker.
That shit had me in tears.
Likewise.
Yeah, that was like my fucking identity, bro.
Right,
He stole my fucking identity.
Right. Dude, I remember begging and pleading. Like, this is DZ. And I remember just like, dude, please. I'm like, and this is after this motherfucker exposed me and put my home address, my phone number, all this shit. And I was living with my parents at the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, this guy exposed the fuck out of me. And
oh, my God.
I had people calling my fucking house. Like, my parents were answering the phones and shit. And I'm just like, Mom, it's pranks. Somebody got a hold of the number. Don't answer the phone. All this shit. Telling my parents all kinds of shit, dude. It was nuts. So
that's too much. They have a word for that now. What's that word when you
doxing?
Yes, doxing. Yeah. Like we invented doxing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We invented a lot of shit, bro, and we're not getting paid, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
We should have put some patents on that shit, man. Some like residual income type shit. Yeah.
I think that's fucked up though, because like you were a kid. I feel like almost every woman in the fight room kind of looked at you like in a motherly way or a sisterly way. I know I did. More of a sisterly way because I was 20 at the time. It was before I had kids. But like after I had my son, things changed for me a little bit. Like the younger people or like especially the younger girls that would come in, I felt like I couldn't be as mean to because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to my child.
Right.
That's so fucked up.
Right.
Like we're in fight rooms, but
it's crazy because, dude, I had quite a few like fucking Yahoo mothers and even fucking dads kind of shit because that like Edge, Italiano, and Crazy, the fucking 187, those dudes were like my fucking father figures, man. Like in a set like internet father figures, whatever. And then when you told me this shit about Conyer, it's like, dude, Conyer was actually kind of like a mom to me. But
I remember
she did some fucked up shit. Like if that all the shit you tell me, I mean, she did. And I remember like she was kind of like the reason behind fuckit.net being brought down because, dude, I like her and Edge used to fucking be a thing. So that created like this weird fucking dynamic.
Why would she burn down a website?
Because her and Edge ended up breaking up. And like they were dating or so. I think they were fucking, something was going on the side. And like, again. And
like you said, everything was all HTML coding. Oh, yeah. It wasn't like
I had access to all that shit. Well, we wrote fuck it in like Perl, JavaScript, and HTML. And like, dude, the crazy thing about it is like Conyer and me and Edge, like whatever, but just like you were talking about the kind of chasm between you and Karma, the same shit happened with me and fucking like Conyer and me and Edge. Like I had to pick a fucking side is what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I picked fucking Conyer. And to this day, dude, there's like a fork in the road where I'm like, if I hadn't betrayed Ed, like basically what happened was like Conyer was like, give me the fucking password to the fucking thing, and literally went through and deleted all the shit.
Wow.
So, And to this fucking day, dude, like there's a fork in a road where I'm like, if that hadn't happened, like what would be the result now? You know, where does that end up? Where does that road go? But
Do you still talk to Kanye?
yeah, we were friends on Facebook. Like she's cool as fuck. We're like no harm, no foul.
I believe in my heart. When I found out Kanye was a part of it, there was another person. I don't remember who it was. It'll like dawn on me, like I said, at 3 a.m. But I remember Kanye because that broke my heart. Karma made me angry.
Yeah.
But Kanye broke my heart because she was one of my first friends as well on Yahoo, and I thought we were friends. But what I believe happened now that it's been, 16, 17 years, I think karma kind of got in her head and manipulated the situation.
Yeah.
And had her be a part of it. And I'm not really mad, like I said at Kanye. Karma knew me. This was a real life thing.
Yeah,
we knew
right.
each other in real life. And she did this because of Yahoo.
Right.
That's crazy. That's medication,
Yep.
fucking therapy, fucking not Yahoo Fight Room crazy. That's real fucking crazy.
Right. Like you said, it's real life shit that spilled into Yahoo. Like it's one of those weird fucking things that.
And it shouldn't, like, I could have dealt with anything else. I could have dealt with her coming and knock on my door and wanting to fight. I could have dealt,
Right.
like you said, with blowing up my address or whatever. But like I told you, fuck with my kids and it's a wrap. And that's so far beyond the pale. Like, that's not even just fucking with my kids or whatever. That's just, I don't know. That's the worst thing that you could do to anybody, fucking period.
Right.
But it is what it is.
Right.
It's over. Obviously the medical examiner and cops and all that did, obviously I didn't hurt my child, and obviously I never would, but I don't know.
It just sucks you had to go through all that, dude, because it's some shit where like you and her, I still look at like your and her situation as being like the precursor to like everything being connected online. You know what I mean? Like we don't really use aliases anymore. Like Facebook is your real name. Like you're now, like, online is real life now. There's really no separation between the two. So literally you guys kind of set that, at least for me, you guys set that fucking thing of like, this is where it could go. Like, this is how deep this shit could fucking go.
Yeah.
So I've always made a mental lesson, like, from all that shit, because holy fuck.
As far as deepness, on a scale of 1 to 10, that shit was a 25.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if I saw her to this day, I have silver hair, my back is fucked up, okay? I'm old as fuck. But if I saw that bitch outside right now, I would beat her the fuck up, or at least I would try to. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there anymore.
God bless.
She's a piece of shit. I was trying to think of.
Oh, so you were talking about Jacob and shit. So like, I kind of, just as a personal thing, like I kind of want the scoop. Do you know whatever happened to Big Lou? Because you remember Big Lou 20? You fucking like dated him for a little bit. He was that like Filipino dude.
I did. No, I don't remember.
You don't remember Lou, the big dude and shit?
Oh, Lou! Yes!
Yeah, like Big Lou 20.
Shit. We didn't know he was big.
Well, that was his name, his username, his original username was like. Go.
You're right. He was Big Lou, and yes, and we dated and shit, right?
But you didn't know he was legit big?
He was like, no, not even big. He was enormous. Like, that motherfucker was like 400 pounds. And then when everybody found out, like, that's all they ever said. And I feel like he just one day turned off Yahoo and walked away.
Yep. Because that's all, when somebody just brings you the same material, that's why it's no fun fighting people over personal shit. Because when somebody knows some shit.
I think his feelings got hurt.
Oh, fuck yeah. And plus, dude, you probably get fucking tired of hearing the same shit over and over again, and you start to take it real fucking personal.
Yeah, and yes, I understand, and I've been there because on Yahoo, when Karma did that shit, not to bring it back to that, but everybody called me a murderer for years.
Right.
But so Big Lou, yes, and I feel like, all right, so you take somebody who's like 400 pounds, like literally 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And they probably never had a girlfriend. They obviously don't date. They obviously eat their feelings, that type of shit.
Right.
So when you go online and you find a girl that has a very big personality and she's kind of, quote, popular, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you get to date the popular chick.
Right.
You know, and back in the day, I wasn't ugly. So I feel like maybe I was his first girlfriend. I feel like he really got heartbroken now that I'm looking back on it. And I think he got his feelings hurt, and that's why he left, not because he got tired of hearing the same shit.
Oh, yeah.
I think
dude,
when he revealed to me, like, what he really looked like, and I feel like I was probably a dick about it, and I was probably like, oh, shit!
Yeah.
I probably hurt his feelings. And, you know, I was also 20, and I still feel bad about it now that I'm thinking about it. I shouldn't have done that. That was mean, like mean. But
dude, there is shit. Yeah, when we were like, you're talking like when I was 20. When I was younger, dude, I was a complete asshole. No lie, I was a fucking asshole, and I didn't care. So yeah, dude. Looking back on a lot of shit, there is some stuff that I'm just like, man, you are a fucking dick. But given the time and the situation, totally fucking appropriate because like that was who you were, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, you're probably right, man.
When I signed into Yahoo, like my personality would change. Like, don't get me wrong, there is that dick side of me, right? All the time. But only that dick side of me would show unless I was in a private message or I considered somebody my friend.
Right.
And yeah, I remember that now.
Yep. Fucking big dude. That guy that dude was my bro, man. On the low, like that dude fucking cracked me up something crazy. I still have a fight.
He had a really nice voice.
Well, dude, he was crazy. I have a fight between him and Freak that was like one of the best fights I think I've heard in a long time. But like, man, God, that dude cracked me up so much. I love that dude. I could tell, like, yeah, he might have been a bigger dude, but that dude probably did have a big ass fucking heart. And yeah, you probably crushed a motherfucker.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. I feel like he and I talked on the phone a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like we develop, like, you develop relationships.
Oh yeah.
Internet or not, like, and they're real. Yep. Internet or not, and especially on the internet, I think they're more real because there's nothing physical. It's all emotional and it's all communication.
Yep.
And I probably was like, well, just show me what you look like. It's okay. I probably did that. And I was probably like, oh, bye. I'm fucked up.
No, I could totally, dude. I could say you were a fucking beast back in the day. Like you were a fucking just. I don't even know. Like when people talk about going off creatively, I don't even remember your like creative fucking side of it. I do, but like literally fucking just laying the fucking smackdown on people. I like just fucking berating them. That's all I fucking remember. That is all I remember. And people used to just fucking shut the fuck up. You know, you had like this powerful ass voice that would just make people fucking clamor, man. I don't even fucking know. It was crazy. It was coming from somewhere. I don't know where, but it was coming. Like Cassandra had the same effect. She just had to make a voice that would make people stop in their fucking tracks, man.
I think what it is like, I'm not going to speak for everybody, obviously, but especially some of the females that I know that were in the fight rooms, and especially ones that were pretty good up on the mic, I think the better you were meant you had so much more fucked up shit going on in your real life.
Maybe.
I had so much shit that had happened to me in my 20s, and I took all of that and I
unleashed.
verbally Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was the only way that I could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I was
well-
going to say, because that sums it up. It was fucking raw. Like, you were fucking raw. That's what it was, man. It was just fucking pure, just like, don't even start nothing. Don't even fucking start nothing because you just get fucking plowed down. Yeah.
And I'm proud of that, goddammit.
I know you should be. I never had that shit. My ass had to fucking dance like a monkey to get fucking respect in Yahoo and shit.
No, you didn't. Bro, listen. How old were you when you started? 13?
13 is when I 13 is when I joined the 187, I guess. So yeah.
Okay. So let's say 13. You were 13 years old, clowning fucking adults. You had adults, right? Like Shr00mi. Hello, I'm raising my hand literally, like me, who didn't want to fight you. And you were a child.
But you weren't that much older than me when I met you. You were fucking like 17. That's when I first met you. You were 17.
I was 17 or 18, when we first met. Yep. But it took me a couple of, I don't feel like I was good off the rip. Like, I always had my voice and my tone of voice, but it took me a while to sit and listen to other people to know, all right, what you can say to make this person react this way and that way. So it took me a while to, quote, get into my prime, I guess.
Yeah.
But I never wanted to fight you, and it wasn't because of your age. Like I told you, you, Freak, Y2, like, even a legend, like,
Captain
y'all
fucking
were really,
Howdy.
really, yes. Oh, Merle West.
Dude, Merle West. Yeah, dude, there's a bunch of people I never really wanted to fight. Some of them I ended up fighting just because, but it never really amounted to anything.
Do you know Mav, going back to him?
Yeah.
Not Mav. Maladjusted, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Mal.
So me and Mal, like, privately, we were pretty good friends. He kind of looked at me like a daughter almost, I would say.
I could see
and
that.
when I had Caleb, he was so sweet. He mailed me a collector's Australian coin set for my son.
What the fuck?
It was all these, like, Australian coins in this pretty little, like, velvet box.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Damn. That, dude, you know what? Like, low key, that is a fucking Mal thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is such a fucking Mal thing. But yeah, dude, I know. I knew because every time you and him were in a room together, I could tell he had a fucking soft spot for you, man. He's always fucking talking to you and shit. Like, he literally like I don't want to say grandfather, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of shit.
Yeah. I felt like he looked at me like I was like his daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think he probably, in a way, felt sorry for me because at his age, he probably knew she's got all this anger that she's spewing. There must be some real shit going on in her life that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And he probably felt sorry for me. But I loved him.
Man. I wonder, dude, some of these people I do with, I'm like, man, I wonder what the fuck they're up to. But, you know.
There's, do you remember, he was from Scotland.
Scots?
Scots! Yes! He's on my...
Yeah! I talked to him.
Yeah!
Fucking heat case, man. Yeah, I used to talk to him when I had Facebook, but, yeah.
Yeah, he's on my Facebook. I don't really talk to him. Like, I see his posts, obviously, but there's so many people, like, that met from the fight rooms, like, got married and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he married, I don't remember her fucking name. She's, like, really quiet, whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They're not married anymore, though. I think they got a divorce.
Do you remember,
Cyan?
Yes.
Yeah.
So who was that crazy Oriental-looking bitch? Yes!
Dude, all right, so to come full circle with this whole fucking, because I know exactly what the road you're going. Dude, they had some fucking personal shit, too. Like, there was you and Karma, and I remember him and her having this fucking crazy fucking blowout, man. Like, in real life shit.
I just remembered. That was the third person. Now, we're friends on Facebook. And he apologized to me for being a part of that. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. But yes, he was the third person. And me and him were really good friends. I mean, we're still good friends now. But he's not with Oracle anymore. But that bitch, there was crazy shit going on, like orgies and shit. Like, to my knowledge, I might be wrong. I don't know. But I felt like, because we used to call her Oracle.
Right. Well, there's always a reason for something. But I mean, dude, like I'm cool with Oracle. I'm cool with fucking Cyan. And I never realized how bad the shit was until Cyan fucking basically told me, look, dude, it's like him or her, me. Like, and I never realized that. But like, so I'm friends with, and the only real reason like I got to know her is because I ran Fuck It, and like she would fucking hack my shit all the time. And then
she was really good, like technology wise. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, and so like I became friends with her just out of the respect for the hack shit, because she would tell me exactly what the fuck she did, and then I'd have to go figure out how to fix the shit.
See, so, I didn't like her from the beginning, and I could be totally wrong. He was married to her in real life, and then they have kids together. And then I want to say he cheated on her with Oracle, and then him and Oracle met in real life. But Oracle was pulling shit like with their kids, like keeping him away from the kids and shit. And I'm friends with both of them still, but I just feel like there was that whole thing there, and she was like doing some shit as far as the kids were concerned that I didn't respect, and she was a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. Oracle was a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know the whole story there. I didn't get involved in all that crap. So, and I've heard so many stories about it that I don't even know what the fuck to believe anymore. So I just always left it alone. But I do know there's like a fine line between like, you know, if I'm friends with one of them, then I can't be friends with the other, or, you know, they want nothing to do with each other. So I'm assuming it's kind of like a you and Karma situation, I'm assuming, where it's like, fuck off for the rest of my life and like just leave it, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that whole fucking drama situation too. God bless. That's crazy. Because fucking dude, Cyan was Hellspawn. He's old school as fuck. You remember Hellspawn group?
Hellspawn. Oh my god, yes.
They were like the first
of that group.
Yeah, they were like the first fucking Yahoo group, dude. Yeah, he's old school. Fucking Gopher, him. There's a bunch.
You're talking about Cyan, right?
Yeah, Cyan. Yeah.
Yeah. He his wife now. I won't put her name out there. Me and her have talked. Few years ago or whatever, but we would have conversations about makeup and shit like that. She is so cool. I love her. She's awesome. And I don't think she was a fight room person or anything like that, but she's really cool. It is what it is. But yeah, I remember that bitch.
That's crazy.
Ugh. Dirty little Oriental fucking ugh.
She caused a lot of chaos for a lot of fucking people, man.
She did. She was good at that. She was very good at that.
Yeah.
Causing chaos.
Dude, there was low-key, there was a lot, like, there was a couple people who, like, just, that's what their whole game was, you know? It was literally, like, getting information, exposing people, like, causing fucking drama, like, just, that's what their whole, like, modus operandi or whatever the fuck. Like, that's just it.
Who was, all right, so you remember WTC, right?
Yep.
White Trash Community.
Yep.
Who was... I cannot remember. Remember, like, the head of it, and Casual. He would come in and play that stupid song. Yes.
Goddamn Casual. Fuck goddamn Exalted. Yeah, dude, that motherfucker. Goddamn. He had a fucking big thing for Foxy. You remember WTC Fox? Yeah. Yep. I even made a fucking song about that shit. Ripster. Well, Ripster was Enforcers, but yeah. All them, dude. They all hung out in the same fucking rooms.
Do you remember, okay, so when you had Unholy Talk, you brought up that whole metal situation?
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you, you didn't live there when all that shit was going on, did you?
No. Okay. No. Okay. No, this was years later. Me and Metal were friends, and then we obviously weren't friends, and then I felt sorry for him, and this is why. I don't know about the whole vampire and who's going to kill her shit, but I do know he lied about having cancer. and he got a lot of money out of her.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody like fucked with him after that because he lied about having cancer. And I'm like,
yeah.
Now that I look back on it, I'm like, bro, do your thing. If she's gonna be that fucking dumb to send, she calls you metal. She didn't even call you by your name. Like, she'd be that fucking dumb to send you fucking money. Hey, do your thing.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, man, I don't even know what, like, Unholy apparently knew more than I did, because I didn't, that's another situation I didn't really follow too well, but I remember of that shit happening. Like, it just blows my mind, man. I don't know.
I thought it was funny, because I'm like, huh, your name is Karma, and now you're getting a dose of it, bitch.
That's fucking hilarious.
I don't remember... God.
I've never really experienced anything like that in real life. Like, I've only met a couple people off of Yahoo, and I remember.
Who did you meet?
They weren't people from the fight rooms. Like one of these dudes. What the fuck was his name now? I can't remember. But he owned an arcade shop, and I remember this is the first person I ever met. Fucking owned an arcade shop. He was on the way down. Like, my parents and I were visiting my aunt. And it was on the way down there, and I'm like, dude, can I swing by, like, check out your arcade shop and all that? She's like, sure, man, blah, 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 come on down, like, I'll buy you a round of games, all this other shit. And I remember going there, and, like...
You have the best parents, bro.
Dude, I don't know...
You have the best parents.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck my parents were actually thinking at the time. Like, random stranger dude on the internet, I'm fucking, like, I think I was, like, 15, 14, something like that at the time. And, like, all I wanted to do, I showed my mom, I'm like, look at this guy's thing, you know, like, I brought up his, because he sent me pictures of his arcade and shit. I'm like, it's on the way.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, we can stop, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I remember we got there, and, like, everything was all locked up, and dude wasn't around. And I'm like, he gave me his phone number, so I fucking called him. I had a Nokia fucking, one of them brick phones, I think, my parents had or something. Yeah, dude, I fucking, like... called him or some shit, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? Like, where? He's like, holy fuck, man, I'm sorry, I forgot you were coming down. Like, I never got to play video games. I just got to meet him. Dude had fucking, like, pink purple hair, and it was all spiked and shit, and, like, it was cool, but, like, everything was closed up. So yeah, I was the first person I met. But
that's
and then
cool. I'm telling you, you have the best parents.
Dude, to this day, I think there's something wrong, because I don't know.
Did you ever ask them? Like,
no, I never did. And one day I might, but, like, all I'm thinking is, like, man, they're way too trusting. Like, I don't know if I could ever do that. Like, would you ever take fucking Caleb to go, like, see some random fucking dude he's talking to on the internet that supposedly owned an arcade fucking shop?
Bro, my son is 6'4", looks like a grown-ass man, and I don't even like that kid walking to our corner store. Okay, bud?
See?
So, no.
Maybe it's a different time.
Also, yes, that's what I was just, hold on. I'm adjusting my headphones so it hangs up. I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
So maybe that's what I was going to say, the same thing. Maybe it's just because it was a different time.
Yeah.
Or, you know, maybe they just loved you that much. Like, this is what my son likes to do. This is what lets him vent his frustration. This is where some of his friends are. Like, we just want to make him happy, you know?
Well, so to that regard, like, I do remember having a conversation with my mom about, like, you know, why did you let me do that, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I remember specifically her saying it was better than me being out on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do remember that conversation now. Yeah.
When people are like, I can't believe you let your son have that much screen time. Like, bitch, suck my dick. My son goes to high school right now for communications technology. He's going to have more, like, certifications than people in college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he's going to go to a tech school afterwards to finish up what he's doing. So out of high school, he's going to have a job making 3 times what the guy at McDonald's makes.
Right.
So everybody can suck my dick. That's what happens when you give your kids screen time.
Yeah, right.
Let them play on the internet. Let them have their friends there. I live in the city.
Yep.
So I'm not letting my kid run the city so he can be ghetto as fuck, have his pants halfway down his ass, selling fucking drugs, thinking he's fucking hard. I'll slap the fuck out of him.
Dude, and that, honestly, I did the same shit, right? Like, my parents let me have all that fucking screen time, and now I do IT shit for a living. Right?
Exactly.
So like it all leads somewhere. And I'm so fucking thankful for like the people that I met, especially, you know, Edge, the 187. Like people can make fun of me all day for that shit, but it really was like the beginning of 187 and like the times that I was in it in the beginning, all that shit was like, dude, we did so much more than just fucking fight in Yahoo that it's absolutely ridiculous that we couldn't have fucking capitalized on stuff. Like I just can't even believe. I can't find people like that anymore.
How did you learn HTML at your age?
That was Edge.
You know what I mean?
Edge taught me HTML. Exactly. He taught me how to program. Italiano taught me how to do fucking Flash animation. What Flash isn't a thing anymore, but like all the animation stuff, Italiano, Edge, both, all of them, crazy, all of them taught me that shit. Fuckit.net was like the shit back then.
Exactly. So the fight rooms came to your fucking benefit, as crazy as that sounds, but it did. And I really think, it might sound stupid, but I really think that the fight rooms helped a lot of people in a lot of ways. Like, like producer dude, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And you, and even me. Like I said, I wouldn't have met Shane without the fight rooms. I think it helped a lot of people.
Well, not only that, but like Unholy and I had this conversation too, where it was like, you know, it kind of helped you get a little bit of a backbone and recognize when people were going to screw you over, or if they weren't being like legitimate with you, you know, like all that shit. You got this like sense of like, something's not fucking right here. Where do I know this from? Oh, fucking people. And you know, dude, prepared you for like some other kind of world, but you took elements of it and like just brought it into real life. Right.
And what did we really do? Like, we weren't out in the street. Right. We weren't selling fucking drugs. Right. Like the worst thing we did was spend way too much screen time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's, I don't know. I'm a different mom. Like these times piss me off because everybody's like, oh my God, my kid is so anxious and he needs to have a little bit of alone time. And like, what? Jesus. What the fuck? Or, I'm kind of glad my kids go to city school because you have to have a backbone. And I don't ever encourage my kids to fight at all. My kids are, like I said, I'm blessed. They're very respectful. They're respectful to their teachers. They're the kind of kids that stay after school to help their teachers clean up the classroom type shit. Okay?
Oh, hell yeah. They're like me. I would do the same shit.
I wish my kids had the fight room because they're funny. They're funny kids.
Dude, I don't even know what the fuck that shit would look like today. Like, I'm not trying to bring it back, but it, you know, at least on Fuck It, there's an option for it. But yeah, because I don't know, all that shit nowadays, people are very, very, very offended by a lot of shit, and so
that's why I brought that up. Like, everybody's like, oh, my kid like needs to be on 65 different medications, and you know, talk to him in a soft voice, and no, he's not punished, but we're gonna go to therapy instead. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, this is the first time, actually, since this whole, like, COVID shit, blah, 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 whatever the fuck, like, this is the first time where I actually feel out of place in a lot of shit, because I don't know where it's coming from, but, like, everybody's so fucking sensitive all of a sudden. Like, this shit ain't like it was in the fucking 90s, dude, where, like, people were proud of whatever race, even though we made fun of people for their race and like their stereotypes and all that stuff, people were still proud and like didn't get fucking butthurt. I don't know, man. It's just like, it's a totally different fucking climate these days. And that's like, man, I wish the fight rooms were around, but at the same time, like, any company that hosted that shit would be stupid as fuck these days. Like, there's a lot of liability in that shit.
And that's crazy that it has to be that way. Yeah. It really is. Like, I agree. Like, every single thing is about race now. Yep. You look at somebody the wrong way crossing the street, you're a racist.
Yep. Well, see, just to loop this full fucking circle, like, in the fight rooms, dude, when we were in there, the only way you could tell if somebody was a certain, like, fucking ethnicity or some shit was literally by their accent. We didn't know none the fucking difference.
Yep, because in the beginning there was no webcam, and people never posted pictures because then you would get made fun of for what you looked like. Right. So we just made fun of each other. But I remember there was a few times I heard the N-word used. But then if somebody used that N-word, everybody would kind of shudder, like, bro, that's not cool.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I do remember people using the N-word, but it was in a different context, right? Like, they would fucking call other just for being stupid, you know? Like, ignorant,
well, yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, because I remember several times typing it means ignorant, not blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Just trying to school people on definition and shit.
Right.
Like I'm fucking Webster.
Right.
It's
crazy because the culture is so sensitive anymore that like the N word is worse than the F word, and depending on which F word you're referring to, because you know fuck is actually a less fucking extreme word than any of these other words, dude. It's crazy to me.
Oh yeah, or the word fag. You can't say the word fag.
That's the other F word that I'm talking about. Yeah, you can't say that shit anymore.
And how many times did we call somebody a faggot? Let's be real about that.
Oh yeah, yep. Imagine if you, me, and fucking Synergy and all that. Imagine if we just went around. You're gay. You're gay, dude. You're gay. Like what?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It would be like national. It would. Oh, would we? It would make national fucking headlines on Fox News, bro. Like, can you imagine if our fight rooms, the way that they were, like happened today?
We'd be shut, dude. Yahoo would be fucking canceled. Stock prices plummeting. Company would shut down.
We wouldn't have jobs.
Nope.
They would quote dox
you're right.
us.
You're right. They would figure out who the fuck we were. And you know what? Speaking of the jobs thing, this is half the reason why I decided to bring like Exalted one fucking back. I had to sign a piece of paper. I just fucking switched jobs recently. I had to sign a piece of paper saying if I posted something on social media, it's an extension of the company, and I can be held liable for the shit that I say. As in, i.e., they'll fucking terminate or fire me if some shit that I say. Like, dude, what is the world becoming?
Well, they'll go and they will investigate you like all the way back. So can you imagine if the fight room still existed and they found recordings of us?
Exactly.
Or they found it's like that bitch that posted something on Twitter when she was 17 and she just made editor-in-chief of some like Teen Vogue or something, and she had to resign because of something she said when she was a kid. We would all be fucked, bro.
Yep. Oh, dude, Yep.
We would be in welfare line, food stamps, everything.
Yep. Dude, I can't imagine what the shit. It literally, like, that's the reason I decided to build Fuck It again, is because fuck this bullshit. Like, I miss the old fucking internet where you, like, made up a fucking name. You didn't have to worry about who you could be an entirely different fucking person if you wanted to be. You know, nobody has to know. It's just whatever. And you go and fucking just let out your frustrations if you want to, like fucking, you know, whatever, man. Fuck.
It would have to be on the quote dark web or whatever they call it now.
Nah, dude, I got, at least with fucking, I got it set up in such a way that ain't nobody gonna fucking, unless you know, link your fucking Facebook or some shit. Nobody's really good unless they know you. I mean, that's half the problem between you and me, is that we're so fucking old school and we're so kind of popular that our shit's been out there. So like, people know who the fuck you are. I've had a you have a we're friends with people from Yahoo who have Facebook. My name's out there associated with this shit. Like, people know.
That post that I made for all the fight room people, I did tell them Exalted brought back fuckit.net and I linked it. So you probably have a bunch of new people that got on the site. That
works. I mean, I don't know, you know, there's like over 500 and some. Last I checked, it was like 530 something. 533, I think, or some shit. Anyway, I don't know where everybody's at. I don't know what the fuck. I just see people hopping in every now and again. Like, I see Hyper come in and then she fucking like leaves. I like Black Magic stops by every once in a while and shit. Gatsby Rotten stops by, but like nobody really sticks. God. Nobody really sticks.
Okay. So, do you remember Ganja?
Ganja.
Ganja and his friend the Budman all day.
I remember these people. They weren't a part of 7 Deadly Sins, were they?
No. Ganja. Okay, so another one that I dated.
Who the hell was Budman?
Budman was Ganja's friend and his roommate at the time. I'm still friends with him. I'm not friends with Ganja anymore. He and I dated, and my best friend drove me all the way down, like 6 hours to meet him, and I was like, whoa. But that's neither here nor there. So the Bud Man, he's on my Facebook, and he actually posted on the thing, I think he joined, fuck it, and he was like, all right, when's the fight start? So they're ready.
Oh, dude, I got to program a fucking mute button, ignore button, something, because it's going to get ridiculous to where people ain't going to want to hang out in here, because...
I think what'll happen is everybody will get together, and they'll be like, this is so cool.
Yeah,
and then no, I don't know. It might not. It might turn out to be really cool. So Ganja, back to Ganja. He was in the fight rooms. He didn't really fight very much. He just kind of followed me around and shit. So I met him, whatever. It didn't work out, obviously. Broke up. And then I found out, like, I tried to remain friends with him, but I found out, like, he was a really bad drug addict. Like, bad. And something happened where him and Budman, I think he lied to me and said, oh, our rent or something. I sent him $200, and he never paid me back, obviously. And I stopped talking to him. Well, then years later, he tried to add me back, and he was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, okay, whatever, cool. And then he sent me this message and was like, fuck you, I fucking hate you, blah, 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 like out of nowhere. And I was like, all right, bro, like, like, bye. I can't. But, Jesus. Yeah. But I still talk to his old roommate.
Did they have, like, weird fucking letters in their name or something? Or no? I
don't think so.
Fuck. I don't know. There's so many people anymore. Like, yeah.
Do you remember Eddie?
Eddie.
I don't remember his screen name. He was young. I think at the time he was like 17 or 18. He was another one that used to follow me around and shit all the time, and he was like really in love with me. I mean, really in love with me. Bro, he stalked me. He still stalks my Facebook.
What?
Still stalks my Facebook.
Eddie,
yes.
I don't know. I wouldn't know these people by their first names, probably. I'd have to have a screen.
I'll have Hyper probably knows it. When I lived in Baltimore years and years and years ago, when Caleb was a baby, Eddie apparently walked from like not Missouri, all the way down south, Mississippi, to Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland. Jeez. He did join the Navy. I know that's true. Then he sent me a check for $500 for no reason.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I cashed that bitch.
I would too. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yes.
God damn, ain't nobody sent me no money off the internet. Fuck.
I think even years ago, Shane and I have been together for so long, but years ago, I think Shane had to tell him to like leave me the fuck alone. Jesus. Eddie. Yeah, he still stalks me.
It wasn't like he didn't have like the word silver in his name, did he?
I don't think so. I'm gonna
what the fuck? I'm trying to think of little font fuckers who used to hang around you. There was some dude named Silver something. And then he was
definitely a font fucker. Definitely a font fucker.
It wasn't like Snurdlick or some shit like that, was it? Do you remember that dude?
No.
Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna ask Joanna.
Fuck.
What? This is gonna bug me now. It would be like, but then he was kind of like Ganja. Like if I wouldn't talk to him and shit, then he would like get mad and call me every name in the book. And then like 2 days later, he'd send me another message like, I'm sorry, I just love you so much.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I never had anything like that. Thank fucking God. I never had any like stalkers, followers, groupies, whatever the fuck. That must have been like...
I definitely had groupies.
Different female to male. Well, no, you know what? I'll throw her under the bus. Fucking Renee, dude. You remember Hated Renee?
Hated Renee?
Yeah.
Shut it up. She was like old enough to be your grandma.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, she wasn't a stalker, but like you know, she had a little thing. I think she had a little thing. There's a couple of them. There was a couple of them that had a little thing, but it never like materialized in anything. I don't know if Renee's shit was.
Well, I fucking hope not.
Well, I don't know if Renee's shit ever or Renee's was like a legit. I think she just had a deep respect, and maybe I like just, you know, I don't know. I vaguely remember her sending me a couple winky fucking faces and shit in the PMs. Because we don't call them DM, we called them PMs back then. It was private message.
Yes, that's what the fuck they are. And if I say PM now, everybody's like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
Fuckers.
Right.
And then, okay, so back in the day, it was like BT or BRB, be right back, or LOL or whatever.
Yep.
But now, like TBH.
Yep.
I remember like a couple years, I didn't even know what that meant. I had to ask my kid,
dude.
like, what does TBH mean? Oh, to be honest, duh, mom, like, get it together. Like, they have all these, like, I don't understand the lingo.
Yeah.
Like, for a while, my kids were saying, you got me chopped. Chopped?
No
What?
cap. No cap,
fuck?
Mom.
No cap. Yes. Yes. Oh, DAP.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
What the fuck is a DAP?
Yep.
Oh, my God. That's when you know you're old.
Dude.
That's when you know you're old.
I don't know. I still keep up with the lingo a little bit just because of I think it's funny. But I don't even know.
And the way kids talk, like in the fight rooms, yeah, you were allowed to be like brutally fucking honest and ignorant and fucked up.
Yeah.
But like in real life, like I was still like have my manners and shit. Kids, like you be going to the park, there'll be little ass kids saying "suck my dick" and shit. Like, what? You ain't even got a dick yet.
Jesus.
Your balls in your drop, bro.
Yeah. I remember people telling me that shit all the time. Your balls haven't dropped, Exalted.
No,
Yeah.
I remember, I'm not trying to put you on blast, but I remember your voice when you were 13 and your voice when you hit like 17. It was like, whoa, what happened?
You know what I remember? Everybody kept telling me from back in the day, this is like one of the only things that was true. Everybody kept telling me, you know how I know you're a virgin is because you talk so fast. And sure enough, dude, I fucking lost my virginity and like that was it. I wasn't a speed fighter no more. I couldn't fucking keep up. Something happened. Something happened.
So does that mean like Y2 and fucking unrated?
I don't know.
I wonder. Maybe they were.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, dude, because there's something to be said about, and you know what, like around 17, it was 16, 17, I smoked a hell of a lot of fucking pot.
Oh, so, and that's why you slowed the fuck down, bro.
Yeah, well, it was that and the sex, too, and like that started the whole party and fucking, yeah. But yeah, man,
so
like
go ahead. Who in the fight room did you ever have a crush on, but didn't tell anybody?
Ooh. Oh, that's a
I'm
good
adjusting
question.
I'm adjusting my headset just in case.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Who did I have a crush on that I never told anybody? I don't know.
I think I had a couple of them.
I honestly don't. Dude, wow. Man, this is a fucking, I don't know. I can't think of anybody.
There's not like one girl you were like, I really hope she comes in here and gets on mic because I really want to hear her talk.
No. there was never anything like that. I did have a few crushes, but like not anything crazy.
All right, who were your crushes?
Oh, I don't even. Dude, you're jarring my memory. Like every fucking person that was a crush of mine, I actually I think I probably talked to. Like not like talk, but I mean, fuck, dude. I had shit for everybody.
Did you tell anybody? Yeah, I had a crush on a couple of people, and it was definitely like, yeah, I hope they come in the room because I really want to hear them talk. Like, Unrated, I really liked him.
Yeah. Dude, I remember you and him. He used to get on the mic and like you and fucking even Baby J would be like, say it, and he'd be like, oh fuck yeah, you know, like that fucking yes. Whatever it was. You remember, dude? That shit was creepy. You fucking that shit was creepy.
I remember that. Oh my God.
Say it
Yeah,
again.
I
Say
love
it. Oh,
him.
fuck yeah. Yeah, dude, everybody had a thing for Unrated. I don't know what it was about that dude.
He was probably the ugliest motherfucker in real life too. I don't know what he looked like.
Oh, I never knew what he looked like. Who knows?
Me either.
Who
I don't think anybody
knows?
did.
Some fucking crazy shit. I remember that, and I used to be like, "Why do they keep fucking having?" I'm like, "This is some It was just cringe, dude. That shit was cringe even today. Oh, fucking females, man. All I like, say it.
I'm trying to think who else. Oh, I really like. Well, I don't know if it was really a crush, but I really liked Y2 a lot. He was more like my bro, though. He was definitely my bro. I liked him.
Man, I honestly don't know. Look at all these fucking people. I don't even know. I literally have to see a fucking list now.
I wish we had a list. Oh my God.
Actually,
I wish we had like a whole list.
That was the one thing that I wanted to work on with Yoda. I'm gonna see if I can get a Facebook back and like try to fucking
Yoda.
Yeah, my brother.
Oh, love Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda
him.
has a bunch of shit, and one of the last thing when I had a Facebook account, like one of the last things that I was talking to him was about getting all his shit and my shit, and like Gaz has a bunch of shit. And like just getting everything together and try to like filter it out, so because there's a lot of pictures and a lot of shit that I don't really want associated, but like filter out all the shit, get a list of everybody that was a part of the fight rooms, and like just information collected through the years. Like I've got screenshots of like old Fuck It and like 187 shit from back in the day. Like just have an archive somewhere or something. I think that'd be fucking awesome.
Do you have any like recorded fights or anything?
I only have like 5. Yoda apparently has a lot. But yeah.
Oh shit.
I only have like
that
5
would
or
be
6.
awesome. That would be awesome if like on Fuck It you had like a tab where you could just go to like
to listen to the old shit. Yeah.
Reminisce. Fuck
yep,
yeah.
Yep. It'll be there. It's just time. Because I definitely
awesome.
I want to get some old fucking like I'm pretty sure I have one of you actually. I have a fight of you.
For real? Oh shit.
I'm pretty sure. If not, you were just on the mic at the time. I don't know.
That would be awesome.
But
I would love to hear myself act tough.
Also, I just have I'm gonna fucking read this to you real quick. I don't know if you remember writing this shit. So
I wrote it.
You wrote it. You wrote it.
To who?
Just.
Okay.
Do you remember when I was running Fuck It there for a while? Actually, it might have been like exaltedindustries.com. I don't remember what fucking website it was, but I had a war board and I had like interviews. You remember writing an interview?
I do not.
All right.
Uh-oh.
The story of the so infamous Shr00mi. When did I begin? Around 6 years ago, I entered the fight rooms. Oh, shit, this must be from a while ago. And I got my ass smeared across Yahoo by Mav001AU.
Told you.
He and Mel relentlessly tore my asshole apart until I finally left the room in disbelief that people actually spoke this way to one another. 5 minutes later, I got a PM. See, you did tell me this story before. I got a PM from Mav and Mel explaining the game to me and apologizing if they had hurt my feelings. Thanks to them, I came back with a vengeance. And now all of you sorry, you actually put it in quotes because of the way they say it in Australian, which is funny. Sorry fucks are stuck with me for the rest of your miserable existences. In the years I've been here, I've seen people come and go, fake their deaths, stalk one another, get cancer over and over, cry, bitch, complain, attempt to ruin another's life, backstab, front stab, lie, cheat, steal, and just be downright filthy fucking whores. I have seen some of the most disgusting pictures and editorials of people who have the audacity to show their shit on cam.
I'm a good writer, I gotta say.
My most favorite person that was busted out was Carmu. Amongst the questions to myself of why she would do this, I laughed for days when her roast beef busted out pussy was shown publicly to all of Yahoo. The funniest part, she asked me if she could lie about it. My most favorite moment is when Merle West sang Dancing Queen on the mic in the rooms. For the newbies, Merle is and always will be the fucking king of the fight rooms. I asked you what your favorite fight was. Do you have a favorite fight that you remember?
Not that I remember, no.
Okay, well, back then, your favorite fight was when you fought Black Magic in the 3D Traveler Chat. Dude,
Oh,
do you remember Traveler Chat? Oh,
yes,
shit.
I was the big talking lips,
Yeah,
bro.
the big fucking head and shit. You floated around space. Holy fuck, I completely forgot about that.
That was the best.
I didn't
That was
open
the
this
best.
until now, so I'm reading this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. First fight was, Mav versus you. These are questionnaires, I guess, maybe that you answered. Your favorite male fighter was Merle. Your favorite female fighter was Cassandra. Your favorite all-time fighter was Ill Enlightened One, which was actually a legend, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Funniest fighter was Wilson's. Your all-time 20 top favorite fighters would be Emo, which is, the chick you're friends with on Facebook.
I'm still
Extreme.
friends with her. Mm-hmm.
That's me. Extreme. Everybody called me Extreme, I guess, back then. Extreme, I've known him since before he had pubic hair. I still remember when his voice changed. He's like the little brother I never wanted.
I love it.
Can't be fucked to care. Funniest bastard cunt whore who I've read on the boards.
Can't be fucked to care.
Yeah, can't
my
be fucked to
God.
care. Yep.
That's a whole nother story. Oh my god.
I think Can't Be actually left a comment on my YouTube video or something, or maybe he's on Facebook. I think he's on Facebook.
Can't be is another one I thought might be a girl because he never would get on the mic. Do you remember
no,
that?
I'm not thinking it Can't Be. Wait, is Can't Be? Who the fuck was that redneck ass motherfucker with blonde hair? Do you know who I'm talking about? Wasn't Can't Be fucked to care? Oh, I see his picture. I don't know who he was. Anyway, Can't Be. I think is on Facebook too. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh,
I think
fuck, for real?
Can't Be's a dude.
Is it a... Okay. Well, thank God.
I think so. Then you put Max on here, which all-time favorite fighter. Hey man. Tough. I don't know if this is. I'm assuming this is Tough fucking
shit.
Cowboy.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's your daddy? You put in quotes.
Yeah.
Pimp is all time. So there's Eddie, which is fucking Cyan. Space Goob.
Oh shit.
Space fucking
He was
Goob.
Italian motherfucker.
Yeah, fucking
yeah.
what's his Joe Pesci is what they used to fucking call that dude.
Yes.
I'm assuming it was a voice changer he used, or he just was able to put on that fucking voice at a moment's notice. I don't know.
Wasn't he black?
No, I think that was a fake picture.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that had to be a fake picture.
There was somebody we always thought was like white, and I swear they were Southern, and they turned out to be a black guy.
I don't know who that was.
It might have been the WTC guy.
Maybe. I can
I
see
don't
that.
remember. Okay.
Number 9 is Tricksta. I forgot about Tricksta. That's a name I haven't heard
Oh
in a long
shit.
time.
Yeah.
10 is Eve, which Eve is the one I was going to say if there was a person I had a crush on, it would probably have been Eve, actually.
Yeah, I think I probably had a crush on her too.
11 is Yoda. 12 is Ass Man. Ass Man.
Oh shit.
He was
I remember him.
Right? Ass
Yeah.
Man?
Yep.
13 is Edge. 14 is Captain fucking Howdy. 15 is Right at You. Right at You.
Right
I
at
know that.
You.
16 is Y2 Jubei. 17 is Lou. I'm assuming that's Lou Balls. 18 is Whoop Ass. I'm assuming that's
Shit.
Whoop Ass. I don't remember who that is. Raven. So is, and you have in parentheses Raven. So is that Raven Vamp? Is that chick?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to
She
her,
was like a
man.
mom to me.
Wow.
She was like Australian or New Zealand or something.
Yeah.
And she was, I loved her. She was like a mom to me.
Oh yeah, she was good people, dude. Me, Kiss of Death, and Raven all played fucking there.com. Like it was another video game and shit.
Yeah,
It's
I
fucking
remember
crazy.
Kiss.
And then the last one, number 20, X-Men. You remember X and his lady?
No.
You don't remember EKSMAN? He's a dude from the UK. Oh, you would remember him to know him.
Shit. All right.
Yeah, X-Men's fucking old school too. So let's see. I mean, not old school, but old school enough. There's many other fighters I wish I could mention, but I don't have the time or patience to sit here and jog my memory. Some other Shr00mi facts. I think you're all gay. GEY. Newbies who boot fucking suck. My favorite color is yellow. I have never done a shroom in my life. I do, however, like sauteed mushrooms and chicken marsala. I like sunflowers and irises. I write, I work, I donate to charities. No, I won't donate to yours, your charity. That's it.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
It's fucking
that
old
is
school,
awesome.
Man. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm a fantastic fucking writer, bro. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
I laid it all the fuck out.
Yeah, you did, dude. Yeah, you did.
That's
fuck
awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I thought I would if there was at least one other thing that we fucking touched on, I'm like, I'm not even gonna open this. I'm like, it just says Shr00mi's bio is in a text file. I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking open it like live and then get it all recorded and shit and just see what the fuck is in there. Hopefully it wasn't anything crazy.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this makes me miss that. Not the fight rooms like to go in there and yell and scream, just everybody.
People. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And even though Unholy was a little wrong about his fucking facts, and I'm really sad to see his mullet go, and I hope he's listening to this right now.
Mullets are coming back, dude. Don't fucking.
I know.
They're coming back.
So, that's how you know the world's gonna end.
Oh yeah, because mullets are coming back. Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna lie, and this is probably gonna piss him off, but so I'm listening to it was actually Black Magic who messaged me on Facebook and told me about the interview with Unholy.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Listen to it, Jess. Your name is mentioned." And I'm like, "What?" And he was like, about an hour 20 in. I was like, "All right." So I listened to the whole thing, and I'm listening to it, and this is what I imagine. I imagine Unholy in his trailer. I told you this. That he just got with his stimulus check, with like 35 old rusted out cars like in his driveway, with his mullet in a Ziploc bag next to him.
His mullet's just chilling in a Ziploc.
Yeah, he's got to hold on to it. You know what I mean? That's like part of him.
Right.
And he's on like this really old like computer with, remember the microphone with the microphone stands?
Fuck
that stuck
yeah,
out, like,
it was white plastic fucking plastic, fuck
yep.
Yep.
He's got one of these old like microphone stands with these big ass fucking old clunky headphones talking to you. This is what I imagine. He's in a dirty white meter, probably drinking a Budweiser or some shit. I'm just laughing.
I mean, you might be fucking right. I don't know.
He's probably gonna cuss me out. This fucking bitch.
Hell no. If anything, Unholy's not gonna. He's gonna be like, we gotta do a part 2.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm so glad that you called me and did this with me.
Fuck yeah, man. There's a couple people that like wanted to, and I don't know, man. It seems like when the time comes, it's just like, wow, Wendy was one of them. Like she was like, yeah, I'll get on and blah blah blah, and like just nothing ever fucking happened. And there's a couple other.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Born Rotten?
I was friends with him on Facebook when I had it. Black Magic told Born about it, but I think most of these people, dude, I think they just want to be left alone now. I don't think they want to be bothered by people from the fight rooms anymore and shit, except for like maybe a select few. But
that's a shame.
Yeah, so Born Rotten, dude, is still doing it. You remember how he used to get on a mic, do his guitar thing and shit? He still does that.
Yeah.
Like, he does it in real life and shit. He plays his guitar and shit.
I did like him. I mean, he talked a lot of shit to me, like, towards the end.
I've heard some horror stories, and yeah, him and I went back and forth, too. Him, like, Martha Fokker was another one. Like, I was friends with her on Facebook, and, like, we went back and forth.
Oh, my God. So her real... Oh, I gotta tell you a good story about her.
Right.
The day after my son passed away, like, I was, like, in another world. You know what I mean? Like, it was... I was a hot mess. I was in another world. And obviously you have to plan a funeral. And I didn't want any parts of it. And she called me, not Facebook, I mean, not Yahoo or anything. Like, she called me. Right. And she literally said, Jess, you will get the fuck up. You will put on your, she had a child that passed. And I didn't know this.
Yeah.
She said, you will get the fuck up, you will pull your bootstraps up, and your son's funeral is the last gift that you can give to him, and you will fucking do it.
Right.
And I did. And I am so thankful. That phrase will always stick in my head. That's I tell that to everybody because I talk to a lot of grieving mothers. I have a Facebook page that has like 7,000 people worldwide on it and shit.
Yeah.
And I used to counsel. I don't really do much of it anymore, but I tell that to everybody. Same thing she told me, and I am so thankful for that.
Yeah.
She was a good lady.
I've always had like the utmost respect for her because she has been through some shit. A lot of fucking shit.
And this is another reason why I don't necessarily miss like arguing with people, but I went through some very traumatic like times in my life in the background of all the fight room bullshit.
Yeah.
But in the background, there were so many people from the fight rooms and just the outlet itself that really saved me from some very, very dark places.
Right.
I mean, very dark places. And like Martha Fokker and just little shit like that. And I miss everybody. Like, some people I look at as screen names, but like you're my friend.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've known you for like fucking 20 years, bro.
Right.
And same with, Joanna. Joanna, she's been there for me if I needed her and vice versa.
Yep.
It's not just screen names to me, but I do miss everybody.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you did this.
That's like me and fucking for life, dude. Like he's been alongside, like by my fucking side since the inception of Fuck It. Like he's the one that encouraged me to bring it back. And I was like, dude, it's way too risky to do this shit. Like this is a huge fucking risk for me to do this. Like, first of all, the climate isn't right. And then, like all this shit started to happen. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm like, this actually probably is the fucking time to do this shit.
Yep. Everybody needs a place where they can just
literally go
vent.
against the fucking grain a little bit, like fucking let loose and, whatever.
And honestly, if it's like just like the Yahoo people that come in there, that's perfect because the Yahoo people are old school. They know the rules.
Right.
They know it. Don't take it too fucking seriously. Like, just random fucking Karen off the street would come in and like want to sue you for every 5 words. I just hope that now we're all like old as dirt. Like people would know. Well, there's always someone that doesn't fucking know better.
Dude,
there's always someone that has been holding a grudge for 20 years.
Yes.
That I don't even remember their name.
Yep. Or what's going to happen, dude, and I'm not trying to, somebody, karma, is going to see this shit, and you just unearthed, like I said, opened up Pandora's box. And there's probably a whole lot of emotion, and who knows, maybe you do have some enemies that, you don't fucking remember that are going to creep through the woodwork when they fucking... go through a nostalgia trip like Black Magic and they fucking find a Yahoo Fight Room podcast, and they're, Shr00mi's on, like whatever. So, but yeah, I mean, I hope that nothing like that happens because that's some, somebody's got some fucking issues 20 years down the road, fucking trying to bring up old shit from back in the day, but, whatever. It's kind of what we're doing, like fucking podcast and shit.
Yeah, but everybody, like honestly, like Unholy, I might talk a lot of shit about him, but I love him.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like if it's a nostalgia like trip, like I just miss everybody. Like even people I talk shit to, you know what I mean? Like,
because it's all in the past, man. It's all in the fucking past.
Yep.
So, yeah, I would love to see people just fucking, like, one night shooting the shit, blah, 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 whatever. That'd be the fucking tits, man. That'd be the fucking tits.
I wish we could all just... I'm going to organize a fucking reunion. We're going to pick a state.
I'm down. I just got to get time off work and shit. I'm fucking down.
Everybody's going to wear their mask.
Yeah, right. That ain't happening.
Everybody's gonna have a sticker that says "Hello, my name is," and you got to put your screen name there.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I
Hello,
like
my
that.
name is Shr00mi.
Hi, my name is the Extreme Exalted, or Exalted 1, or Exalted 187, whatever the fuck.
You have to write them all down.
Yeah. Oh, no. You
You'll
better
have,
get
like,
me
5
a fucking
stickers.
a scroll or something. Yeah, I'll have like 20. The fuck?
It's so weird. Like, okay, so I know that I'm 40 years old and my eldest is 18, right?
Mhm.
But I still see everybody, like,
As they
I
were?
still see you like you're 17.
Yep.
Yes.
Do I have
Yes,
a fucking, do I have a bandana on, or are we talking like, do I have 2 middle fingers up in the air and my hair's spiked and I'm wearing a fucking bald necklace? Like, what era are we talking about?
All of it. It's kind of just almost together. You have the bandana on with the spikes coming through, with the middle fingers up, and you're rapping. And you're
I'm
fucking rapping.
There you go.
And you're rapping.
There
You're
you
rapping
go.
nothing but insults, though.
Insult. Oh, damn.
Yeah.